Hello, cat lovers. Did you know that your cat's tail is like a storyteller, revealing all kinds of mysteries and emotions? Understanding what it's saying, however, isn't always easy. That's where we come in. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of cat-tail positions to help you decode what your furry friend is trying to communicate. By the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding of your cat's unique tail language and be able to respond to their needs with confidence. So let's explore these tail secrets one by one. 1. Tail held high like a lighthouse. A cat holding its tail high in the air, straight like a pole, is one of the clearest and most common signals in cat body language. This position is often seen as a friendly gesture, but its meaning goes deeper than just saying hello. When a cat confidently holds its tail upright, it's a sign of happiness and security. Cats are creatures who crave safety and comfort, and they express these emotions through their body language. Think about it. When does your cat raise their tail like this? Is it when they see you? When they enter a favorite room? Or maybe when they come home after exploring? The truth is, a high, straight tail means your cat feels safe, content, and fulfilled. Whether it's your presence that brings them comfort or a space they associate with positive vibes, this tail position is their way of showing trust and confidence. If you see your cat's tail held high, it's a perfect moment to approach them for a cuddle or gentle petting. However, keep an eye on the tail's appearance. If the fur is puffed up like a bottle brush, it's a completely different signal, indicating fear or aggression. In those cases, it's best to give them some space. 2. Tail curved like a question mark. While a straight, upright tail often signals happiness and confidence, what does it mean when the tail curves slightly at the tip, forming a question mark? This position takes your cat's joyful mood to the next level. A tail shaped like a question mark is your cat saying, "Hey human, wanna play?" Which usually means they're either ready to pounce on a toy or your unsuspecting toes. If your cat approaches you with their tail in this position, they're likely feeling both adventurous and content. You might see this when they're wandering around the house, exploring their surroundings, or even hopping into your lap for a quick cuddle before darting off to chase a toy. This is your cue to grab a laser pointer or their favorite string toy. Your cat is in the mood to play. Sometimes you may even spot your cat using this playful tail position to communicate with another pet, such as a friendly dog or fellow feline, as if inviting them to join in the fun. It's fascinating how this simple tail gesture reveals your cat's sociable and playful side, showing their unique way of saying, "Let's have some fun." 1. Tail puffing up like a bottle brush. Another common cat tail signal is the bottle brush tail, where the fur fluffs out, making the tail appear much larger. Unlike some other tail positions, this one isn't friendly. A fluffed tail indicates your cat is on high alert, but the underlying emotion could vary. To understand whether your cat is feeling fear, excitement, or aggression, you'll need to read the rest of their body language. For example, if your cat's tail is puffed and raised high while their ears remain in a neutral position and their back is straight, they're likely feeling playful or excited. Cats often puff their tails during moments of high energy, like during a spirited game or chase. However, if the puffed tail is held lower or behind them, paired with a curved body posture like the classic cow pose, flattened ears, and dilated pupils, your cat is likely angry, scared, or ready to defend themselves. This defensive posture is your cat's way of saying, "I'm bigger and tougher than you think. Don't come any closer." When your cat's tail puffs up, it's a clear sign they're on edge. Step back and allow them to calm down naturally, ensuring they feel safe and undisturbed. Identify what's upsetting your cat and work to eliminate the cause of their discomfort, whether it's a loud noise, an unfamiliar visitor, or another pet. Let your cat regain their sense of calm on their own. Forcing interaction in this state could escalate their stress, so it's better to step back and let them settle. 3. Whipping tail. Whipping tail is like your cat waving a warning flag that says, "Back off, buddy." If you ignore it, don't be surprised if claws become part of the conversation. If you see your cat flicking their tail back and forth in sharp, rapid movements, it's their way of saying, "Enough," or "Stay away." This behavior is often accompanied by other warning signs, such as flattened ears, narrowed eyes, or even a low growl. Together, these signals clearly communicate that your cat is irritated or stressed. For example, this might happen during rough play, when your cat has had enough, or in response to a loud visitor or other unsettling situation. So, how should you respond? A whipping tail signals irritation. Your best move is to step away and respect their boundaries. Don't try to comfort or interact with them in this state, as it may escalate their stress. Instead, identify and remove the source of their frustration if possible. If their surroundings are noisy or overstimulating, it's best to give them space to relax on their own. 4. Swishing tail. While a whipping tail is quick and sharp, a swishing tail involves slower, more deliberate movements, and the difference in meaning is significant. A swishing tail signals that something has caught your cat's attention, be it a fly, their favorite toy, or even your wiggling toes. This slow, deliberate movement reflects focused curiosity and their readiness to pounce. Unlike a dog's wagging tail, this isn't excitement, it's concentrated instinct. However, a swishing tail doesn't always signal curiosity or playfulness. Sometimes it reflects mild irritation. If your cat's ears are slightly flattened and they seem indifferent to your presence, their tail swish might mean they're feeling a bit annoyed. In this state, they may growl softly if you try to interact with them. On the other hand, if the swishing is accompanied by upright ears, focused eyes, and an alert posture, it's likely they're completely absorbed in their object of interest. In this case, avoid disturbing them. Startling your cat during these moments could interrupt their natural behavior and cause frustration. No matter the cause, the golden rule here is simple. Let your cat enjoy the moment. Whether they're hunting, playing, or working through mild annoyance, respecting their instincts is always the best approach. 5. Tail tucked beneath the body. While cats puff out their fur to make themselves appear larger when feeling threatened, they do the exact opposite when they tuck their tail tightly beneath their body. This behavior is a clear sign of fear, insecurity, or submission. A tucked tail is your cat's version of saying, "If I can't see the problem, maybe it can't see me either." It's like feline camouflage in plain sight. This is not a position you want to see your cat in, as it indicates they're feeling deeply anxious or vulnerable. Along with a tucked tail, you might notice other signs of fear, such as crouching low, wide, alert eyes, trembling, or even trying to hide. So, what triggers this reaction? It can be caused by a variety of stressors, such as a loud noise, the presence of another animal, like a dog or unfamiliar cat, or even an unwelcome visitor. If you notice your cat exhibiting this behavior, your first priority should be to make their environment more peaceful. Alleviate your cat's anxiety by addressing the root cause, whether it's a noise, an unfamiliar visitor, or another pet, and avoid forcing any interactions. Let them retreat to a safe space where they can relax on their own terms. If there's no obvious cause for their distress, it's possible that something internal is bothering them. Cats may tuck their tails when they're experiencing physical discomfort, illness, or sudden pain. In this case, it's crucial to observe their behavior closely and arrange for a vet checkup to rule out any underlying health issues. Ultimately, a tucked tail is your cat's way of saying, "I'm scared and I need space." External stress or an underlying health issue might be the cause. Either way, patience and care are key to helping your cat feel safe again. 6. Tail wrapped around another cat. Few things are as heartwarming as seeing a cat wrap their tail around another cat's body. When your cat wraps their tail around another cat, it's like they're saying, "You're my bestie." Of course, 2 minutes later, that same cat might swipe their paw over the food bowl. True sibling energy. While it might seem ordinary to us, for cats, it's a profound display of trust and affection. Cats are naturally solitary creatures and are often cautious about forming close bonds, whether with humans or other animals. So, when a cat feels safe enough to let their guard down and physically embrace another feline with their tail, it's truly remarkable. Even turning their back to another cat shows incredible trust, as this exposes their most vulnerable side. When you see this behavior, it's a sign of a deep and positive connection. Think of it like the viral videos of cats comforting one another during stressful moments. Your cat's tail wrap is their version of a comforting hug or an expression of closeness. If you're lucky enough to witness this tender moment, the best thing you can do is nurture the bond between these feline friends. Make sure they have a safe, comfortable space to enjoy each other's company, and do your part to maintain harmony in their environment. Cats may not say thank you, but their relaxed, trusting behavior speaks volumes. 7. Tail hanging down. A low-hanging tail typically means your cat is calm and relaxed, much like lounging after a long day. However, if paired with crouching or avoidance, it can indicate mild anxiety, often triggered by unfamiliar visitors or noises. Luckily, this signal usually resolves quickly on its own. That said, if your cat's tail remains low over a longer period and they seem uninterested in play or their usual activities, it may point to stress, sadness, or even illness. At that point, it's important to investigate further. Look for other signs of discomfort or behavioral changes, and consider a vet visit if needed to rule out health issues. In most cases, a low tail is no cause for alarm. It's simply a reflection of your cat's calm or mildly unsure state. But when paired with other concerning signs or persistent changes in behavior, it's worth paying closer attention to their well-being. 8. Tail quivering. Have you ever noticed your cat's tail trembling, almost as if it's vibrating? This movement, called tail quivering, is typically seen when the tail is upright and is a fascinating behavior with a deeper meaning than you might think. While cats do quiver their tails during spraying to mark territory, tail quivering isn't exclusive to this behavior. In fact, it often signals a strong, positive emotion. When a cat quivers their tail, it's like they're saying, "I'm so excited I can't even handle it." My cat does this when I open a tuna can, pure tail tremble bliss. One of the most heartwarming examples of tail quivering is when your cat greets you after you've been away for hours. If they approach you with their tail upright and quivering, they're saying, "I'm so happy you're home." During this display of affection, you might notice them rubbing against you or even turning their rear toward a wall or vertical surface, which can sometimes be mistaken for spraying. But don't worry. This is simply their way of showing excitement and marking you as part of their territory in a loving way. It's moments like these that remind us how much our cats cherish us. My own white tabby, Mona, often greets me with a quivering tail, and it's her way of saying, "I'm hers." So, the next time your cat's tail quivers, take it as one of the highest compliments. They're thrilled to have you in their world. 9. Tail held horizontally behind. Sometimes you'll notice your cat's tail held straight out behind them, perfectly aligned with their body. Like a hanging or freely moving tail, this horizontal position often indicates a neutral and calm state of mind. However, there's a subtle difference. A tail held horizontally is usually slightly raised, hinting at something more. This tail position signals that your cat is alert and ready for action. They're in standby mode, waiting to respond based on whatever happens next. You'll often see this posture when your cat is exploring new territory or investigating something unfamiliar. Picture this. You've just come home and your cat has been waiting for you all day. As you set a grocery bag on the table, they cautiously approach, their tail held straight out behind them. They're not just excited to see you, they're also curious about the bag. This neutral tail position reflects their balance between curiosity and composure. They're carefully observing and deciding their next move. However, context is key. If your cat's ears are perked up and their eyes are focused, it's a sign of alertness and curiosity. But if their ears are flattened or they're crouching, a horizontal tail might indicate discomfort or uncertainty. By pairing the horizontal tail position with other body language cues such as ear position, posture, or eye dilation, you can better understand what your cat is feeling. This subtle yet intricate tail movement teaches us how nuanced feline communication can be, and it can even help you predict their next move, keeping both of you out of potentially stressful situations. 10. Tail flicking side to side. It's easy to confuse a cat's tail flicking with other movements like whipping or swishing, but they each have distinct meanings. A quick flick of the tail shows your cat is focused and calculating their next move. You'll often see this during playtime or hunting, whether they're about to pounce on a toy or eyeing a bird outside. It's a mix of excitement and caution, reflecting their sharp instincts. This type of movement is generally a positive signal, tied to excitement or concentration, and is rarely aggressive. However, it's important to let your cat stay in control during these moments. Avoid interrupting them while they're focused, as doing so might frustrate or agitate them. Tail flicking is a fascinating behavior that shows your cat's ability to strategize and adapt. By observing this movement, you can better understand your cat's thought process and appreciate their natural hunting instincts. 11. Cat tail wrapped around their body. When a cat sits in a loaf position with their paws tucked under and their tail wrapped snugly around their body, it's often a sign that they're content and at peace. In this position, the tail acts like a cozy blanket, reflecting their relaxed and secure state as they rest or nap. However, this posture can sometimes indicate something more concerning if it becomes persistent. If your cat frequently sits with their tail wrapped tightly around their body, it could be a sign of discomfort or illness. This behavior may point to an issue with maintaining body temperature, which can be a symptom of infection, illness, or physical distress. Watch for other changes, like reduced appetite, disinterest in play, or unexpected weight loss. If your cat's behavior suggests they're unwell, don't wait. Schedule a vet appointment to address any potential health concerns. While a tucked tail often signals comfort, it's important to recognize when it might be a clue that your cat needs help. Regular observation and understanding your cat's habits are key to ensuring their health and happiness. Thanks for joining us, cat lovers. Remember, every tail movement is your cat's unique way of telling their story. And now, you're one step closer to speaking their language. Whether it's a joyful tail quiver or a curious question mark curl, your cat is always communicating their love and trust in you. Keep cherishing those moments and being the amazing human your cat believes you are. Don't forget to share your favorite tail stories in the comments. Until next time, give your feline friend an extra cuddle for us. Remember to subscribe. See you in the next video.